Hi guys, Angel Fish Keeper here, and today I'm going to do a quick video just on all the tanks that I've got in the fish room. So I've got 7 in total. A couple of them are empty, but I'm going to talk about them anyway, just for like the future plans. And we're just going to basically just go around the room. But I'm going to start off with the marine tank. Still empty. I went up to the fish store a couple of days ago just to see what they had in, and they hadn't had a delivery in. They're not expecting it for another couple of weeks, and I'm going away on Friday for a couple of weeks, so there won't be any videos. So I'm going to make a couple now and I'll post them while I'm away just to cover that 2 weeks. So I'm not going to get anything for this tank until I get back. So it's still doing really well. Obviously I added the brand new sand to make it a thicker sand bed last week. We've got the paleothores, which are now into 5 heads. We've got the big one there, we've got the little one just there, and there's actually 3 clustered together here. So that's gone up to 5. It's on 2 separate rocks now. We've got the Kenya tree, which is still inside the turbo snail shell, and that's just wedged in there, and that's still doing really well. And the red leather coral is now bouncing back, getting all puffy again, and it's getting its colour back, which is great. Obviously I added more rocks. I've turned the filters up so they're pointing towards the surface because I don't have a wave maker. It's got the 150 watt heater in, ran at 26 degrees, still running the Kessel 80 tuna blue. I am going to get another one for the other side, but I'll get that when I come back. You know, I don't really want to mess on with this tank before I go away, to be honest. I'll kind of just deal with it when I get back, get some new fish in there, just leave it with the coral that it's got. I've got the salt there and the salt there and the RO there for water changes and top-ups. Obviously I've got all my chemicals that I need to do, but it's really just a couple daily doses for the corals really. There's nothing too much. I've got the Coral Pro salt, which has the elevated levels of calcium, magnesium and alkalinity, so it gives us a little bit of headway. So I'll do a water change with that before I go. That'll elevate the levels above past kind of where they need to be, and then that means that the corals have got extra to consume before you need to kind of start dosing it again or topping it back up with a water change. They don't elevate it dangerously above. It's just a few. I think instead of your calcium being 450, it's 480. You know, so it's not that much higher. Just gives you a bit of leeway. So the next tank is the Aquiel 220 litre tank that I've got. It's empty. I'm going to start taking the sand out after this video, so we can get this cleaned and filled back up. It's got the 2 LED lights up there on the cabinet. This is a 4-foot tank, so this is the biggest tank that I've got in the fish room. It's a really nice tank as well. Not too sure what I want to do in there. I'm thinking African cichlids, but now I'm thinking discus, or just something different. Maybe some bigger fish, bigger cichlids. I've even toyed with piranha. I know they're really boring fish, I've had them in the past, but you know, it's just something different to have, rather than just, because I know what I'll do, I'll end up putting angelfish in it, and I really don't want to do that, to be honest. And then we've got this little tank, but I'm not having this tank. That was the old marine tank, so that's not really counted in this, to be honest. But yeah, any ideas for this tank, just let us know in the comments. But I'm thinking discus or African cichlids. But if you've got any other fish that would look good in this tank, let us know and I'll consider it. It's a really nice tank. If we pan over, we've got the rack. Tanks on here are doing really well. We'll start off on the bottom. This is the angelfish tank. So in here we have 4 of these beautiful platinum blue silver angelfish. Still no breeding activity at the minute. I've had 2 spawns, they've eaten them both, but I'm going to give them a few more tries before I start intervening. They will get the hang of it. It's just because most people take the eggs away straight away. They don't actually give them a chance to be good parents, and that's a bad thing, because over time they lose the maternal instincts to look after the eggs. So I'm trying to put that back into them by doing this. We've got 4 of them in there. There's the other one. I've got my black cories, but they're not exactly totally black anymore. You know, these were black cories as well. They've got a stripe going over the shoulder, and I didn't buy them as laser cories, and they've got a white belly. So I don't really know what's going on there with them. The Sterigine Repens has taken off. If you look at this tank in the first video I ever did of this tank, you can see how much it's grown in, like especially with the Java fern, because you can see all the new plants growing off it, because that's how this plant grows. It grows new plants off the leaves like that, so you can just snap them off and replant them. Got the 20 cardinal tetras in here. I am going to add to them when I get back as well. I'm not going to add any new fish till I basically get back, which will be 2 weeks on Friday. I'm just going to let the tanks sit and chill. Going to give them all 50% water changes on Thursday before I go. And then we'll think about new fish. Pan on over this way. We've got my neon tetras. There's about 30 to 40 of them in here. No plants in here anymore, just the red moorwood and some black rocks. But we also have the pair of Apistogramma cacatoides, fire reds, which just have basically solid colours to the fins. There's nothing majorly special about them. But I kind of put them in here once I lost the Hongsloy. And they've been doing well. They're not as hidey as they were, because obviously I've got the neons in there. I do want another pair of Hongsloy, but don't have any in at the minute, so I'm going to have to wait till I order more of those before I can get another pair. Going up top right, empty tank for the moment. Don't know really. I think I've got some live bearers coming from there. Some black chins, which are a nice little live bearer. You don't see them very often, so I'm going to give this a clean, get the algae off, give it a quick water change, top it back up, and they should be in when I get back. So there's nothing much going in there at the minute. Pan over to the left, we've got the planted tank. This is actually becoming my favourite tank. It's passing this tank as my favourite. You know, this is my favourite at the moment, but this is slowly getting there. So this is the planted tank. It's actually just a low-tech planted tank. There's nothing fancy. There's no CO2 injection, but I am using liquid CO2. I'm not using pure CO2, pressurized CO2 even. I'm just using liquid CO2, liquid fertilizer, and plant substrate, so I'm not using root tabs or anything like that. And obviously we've got some dragon stone in here. That's the only kind of hardscape that I've got. The rest is all plants. So we've got the beautiful big Amazon swords. And this hygrophillia is finally starting to grow. It's filling in the back nicely there. And then the cryptocoryne's just gone wild. Really nice. And obviously it's just all these tanks are running sponge filters. You know, because you can't really go wrong with a good sponge filter. Fish wise in here, we've got a beautiful pair of keyhole cichlids. There's the male. And there's the female. She's got something wrong with her eye. You know, I've put like antibacterial stuff in, and she was like that when I bought her, which was like a week ago now, and it hasn't gotten any worse, but it hasn't gone away, so I don't know if she's caught it, or if she's got like a cataracts problem. I don't really know. And then I've got the 20 Bentosi tetras, or the rosy tetras. Beautiful fish, these. Really nice little fish. And then somewhere, probably not going to be able to see them, just in the back, can't really see. I've got 3 bamboo shrimp in here. Yeah, you can't really see them. I don't know if you'll be able to see on this side. There you go, there's 2 of them there. There's 3 of them in there. We've got 2 in at the moment, and something's kind of wiped the snails out. I don't know where they've all gone. I don't know if it was the shrimp, or if it was these guys. I haven't known keyholes to eat snails, but they're very underappreciated fish, these. They don't get anywhere near as much love in the hobby as I think they should. They're a great little dwarf. Well, not really a dwarf, but a great little small South American cichlid. You're only getting about 4 inches. And that's the planted tank, so I think that's one of my favourite tanks, if not the favourite. At the moment, my angelfish tank's my favourite, just because of the angelfish. These are a stunning type of angel, these platinum blue silvers. I'm going to be picking up a couple more of them. And then the last tank is just there. That's the 100 litre tank. I've decided what I'm going to put in here, and I'm actually going to go for some more angelfish for this tank. I don't know what kind yet. I've put the remnants of the Tetra active substrate in there, and we're going to put some angelfish in. I don't know whether to go for like the wild kinds, or I might get a load of koi angels and just bang them in there, or I might get the platinums, which are the pure white angels, because they'll look stunning against the black background. And I've just put a load of lava rock in there, and I'm just going to leave that. That'll not have fish in until I get back, but that is the last tank in the fish room. So I'll stand up. That's what it kind of looks like. Really nice. And there's the marine tank, and then the big tank. And yeah, that's all my tanks that I've got running in the fish room at the moment. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Bye.